Welcome back, guys. I just wanted to do a real quick video talking about the differences between accuracy shooting and speed shooting. And these things are so important, but they're so different. And you can learn, and the very best shooters will learn to combine both of those techniques, both speed shooting and accuracy shooting, and combine it and balance it in such a way where they're getting superb accuracy and they're getting superb speed. And those are the ones that are going to be winning all your state matches and national matches or worldwide matches, pistol matches. The people who have learned to combine the techniques of shooting accurately with a pistol and shooting fast with a pistol, those are the ones that win every time. Now, I started out as an accuracy shooter, so that's something I know more about. I'm better at being an accurate shooter than I am a fast shooter. And after playing around for years with doing trick shots and shooting at long range targets with a pistol, I didn't learn until later in the gun community that most people never shot past 20 yards. I mean, they thought, man, 20 yards with a pistol, that's not what it's made for. I thought since I was little that you wanted to go try stuff at 50 yards, at 100 yards. And that's just kind of how I was raised and how I kind of went into the gun world and learning pistols and how to shoot, was trying to do hard shots that nobody else could do and try to kind of better my accuracy. And that's what I did. And that's what I focused on. The last year and a half or 2 years, I've been into the gun competition kind of world and trying to adapt to that. So I've had to learn to shift my accuracy techniques into speed techniques too, and kind of blend the two together. I still kind of lean on my accuracy for my performance more than I lean on my speed, but I have to figure out the right balance, and I've got to continue to pull my balance over more toward the speed section of things to improve my match scores and things like that, because my accuracy, I think, is where it needs to be. I've just got to learn to speed up without affecting the techniques that I've learned in my years of accuracy shooting, because when I go a little too fast, when I haven't got the proper technique or the proper practice, then my accuracy starts to fall off, and I feel like my ability to get good scores goes way down. So I have to figure out exactly where I'm at and kind of slowly try to improve that speed. But the difference is mostly is when you're speed shooting, you stand real stiff, your body's real stiff, your grip is real tight, real high up on the gun, and it's just real tense. You're real tense. You're so tense to a certain extent that it's almost impossible to keep your gun completely stable, because you're doing double taps and you're shifting, transitioning the gun quickly, and you're trying to not let the muzzle rise any more than you have to. And I'm still learning those techniques some, because that's something I struggled with for a while. But yeah, it's all about your body being tense and keeping that gun stable and planted on target while you're shooting multiple shots and transitioning and things like that. Whereas accuracy shooting, and I think this is something that a lot of competition shooters need to work on more often, you want to take the gun and just grip it firmly, but you don't want to be extremely tense with the gun, and you want to be a lot smoother on the trigger, just a real slow, steady, smooth trigger pull. Now, the key is when you can blend the two, where you're somewhere in between that real tense grip that really fast shooters do, and that little bit looser where the gun isn't shaking or vibrating at all because you're not quite that tense. And you can learn to be super smooth with the trigger and pull it slowly instead of pulling it slowly, but be smooth very fast. That's the perfect blend, and that's what's hard to do. So if you're a speed shooter, I suggest that you do go to maybe 100-yard range and put out a target, a full silhouette size target at 100 yards, and try to improve your accuracy techniques. I think it'll benefit you greatly. I noticed when we go to IDPA that sometimes we have stages up to 25, 30 yards, and that'll be like one of the 6 stages a lot of times, where we'll have one long range stage. And I tend to do extremely well, and most of the people, even some of the better shooters, do worse on those stages sometimes than I do. And I find out that's where I kind of shine. And so it would benefit you, even if you're really good with speed, it would benefit you to take a target out to 100 yards and learn those techniques, slow down a little bit, learn how to become smoother, and then try to combine it with the techniques you already know as a speed shooter. If you're an accuracy shooter, put some targets up close, put several transition targets at 5 yards and jump from target to target with double taps. So that's something I need to continue to do and continue to grow my skill in that way, is to help with my transitions and things and help with my split times and stuff like that. So just kind of letting you guys know, this is a good tip that if you're an accuracy shooter and you've done that all your life, maybe try to practice some on the speed side. If you're a speed shooter and that's all you've done your whole life, pull the targets back a little further, take your time, relax a little bit more, let the gun do the work, and see if you can do some decent groups at 100 yards with a pistol. Because I can tell you what, from my years of experience, you can shoot a pistol at 200 or 300 yards at a full silhouette size target and do regular hits. I'm not saying you'll hit it every time, but you can regularly hit it up to 200, 300 yards sometimes with the right optic, the right pistol, the right caliber. It's very doable. So it's not impossible like a lot of people think. And I think even doing that will build your confidence in ways that you've never had it built before. So I think that's good. Just like if I could start doing build drills fairly consistent under 2.5, 2.25 seconds, that would really help me. And I've got to get there. I've got to get there to improve my my standing on the matches and things like that. And I'm trying to get there. And I would say I probably could get under that occasionally if I'm really pushing myself, but I think it wouldn't be consistent enough. So that's what I worry about, and that's something I've got to worry about. But yes, if you're an accuracy shooter, let's work on your speed. If you're a speed shooter, try to start working on your accuracy. God bless and have a nice day.